We will now begin the Q&A portion of this debate. It is worth noting that after each candidate has answered, they will have the opportunity for a 30-second follow-up if they deem it necessary. And you can decide on each question if you would like to take that 30 seconds. And I will also add, just to move things along, let's go ahead and hold applause until the end of the program, unless it's for me. Just kidding. Our first question goes to Corey Stutte from Tony Herrman, Hastings Tribune government reporter.
Thanks, Colleen. What are your qualifications for mayor, and if elected, what would you hope to accomplish?
I think I just listed my accomplishments in my statement. I'm currently a Hastings Public School Board member. I'm on the Planning and Zoning Commission, and I'm also a Board of Director on the Chamber of Commerce. What I'd like to accomplish as mayor of Hastings is I'd like to create a more open government through communication and transparency. I think that there's a lot of distrust out there right now with city council and with the government, and I think that we have an opportunity, if we can get it right, to do some really great things. So I would like to create that openness. I would like to bring people into the process. People want to be involved. As I've seen through 100 Ideas for Our Future, people want to be involved. They're just waiting to be asked. So let's ask them, let's involve them, and let's move Hastings forward.
Kathy?
Well, I believe my qualifications for mayor are multifaceted. I've been on the city council for 12 years. I know how city government works. I've learned how city government does not work. And I think I can bring that to the forefront. For me, I would hope to accomplish the pulling together. It's important for me right now to pull together the utilities departments, all of our departments within the city, and bring us all together so that we are one city. We have had an evaluation and some recommendations made by the Novak group who came in to look at how efficient is the city being run, and we scored very well in many cases, but there's still a lot of work to do. We've been just starting on this, and that is one thing that I think I would like to continue.
Emilio.
Well, probably if we're talking about experience, I would believe all the candidates right here, all together, probably will be like 100 years experience. But I also like to mention something really important. Experience, it hasn't shown anything here in Hastings. You know, we haven't grown in 20 years. We have increased our revenues, probably been steady, and sometimes we try to raise taxes because it's a need. The community need to grow, but we cannot just charging taxes over and over. You know, some people think that it is the only answer, but 20 years. Come on, look at it. Look, Hastings hasn't grown. Grand Island. Come on, it's like twice as much as Hastings, and from the day one, we almost twin cities. I would say, well, it's a tri-city community, Hastings, Grand Island, and.
All right, thank you, Emilio. Butch.
I've been in a variety of leadership positions. Some of them were under fire, literally, in a combat Marine. And I've had other leadership positions since then, having my own construction company and farming and being commander of the Legion here. I'm cool under fire. I'm not afraid of criticism. And because I represent all the people that I'm involved with, I would continue to do that because I want to unite Hastings so it has one face for the community. And we're a team. We're not divided at the top, we're not divided at the bottom. We represent all the people. So, and putting a happy face in City Hall, so when you go in there, you realize that this is the best city you've ever come to for good service. So we actually facilitate progress. So we become the go-to place rather than Grand Island.
Michael.
Well, as I mentioned in my opening, I've been a part of a lot of organizations, been lucky to do so. HEDC, Economic Development Corporation, Community Redevelopment Authority, Business Improvement District, Chamber of Commerce, as well as serving as a member of your city council. The city council that has lowered the debt over the past 3 decades from approximately 18 million to at the end of this year roughly $5 million in debt as a city, the lowest we've seen in almost a generation. We have lowered in the last 10 years. We've made almost no changes, but 1 year we did lower the levy for our taxes, and we've seen business growth. But mostly what I want to do is take advantage of the energy, positive energy that's happening right now, and it's mostly the youth in this community that I've seen in the last few years that have come out. I think HYP is a perfect example of that. I think there's phenomenal energy and exciting things happening within the youth in our community, and have them engaged and excited. I think having so many people excited to be involved in their community with what we have with all the council races is phenomenal. And so I want to take advantage of that and continue to grow Hastings.
Would anyone like an option for a 30-second follow-up? Okay, moving on.